Hey, boom. Today is Tuesday, March 16th, 2020. It's your famous, your favorite bitch, Gangsta Gurry, here with a little message for us as we are transiting through this Pisces new moon energy that we just ring through. We know that we have the astrological new year coming up. The spring equinox is going to be on the 20th, which I believe is on this Saturday. And then this is a shameless plug. What are you doing on Sunday? You should be coming to the Spring Equinox event that I'm going to be doing with Jonathan Dent and Liana Naima. Please check that information out on my page if you have not already, because it's going to be lit and we're getting ready for fucking Aries season, because I know I'm ready for some fire. Like all these emotions, all this like upgrading. Like I'm so tired of like the self-work right now. Like I'm so tired of the self-work. Like I just want to be. I just want to live in this like new energy. Like I just want to like fully embrace where I'm at. And I don't know about you guys. Actually, I probably do know. And I need to stop saying that I don't know, because that's why I be here. Like, it's kind of feeling like this week is... It's like we're on our, you know, our little like tricycle right now. Like it's like the bike with the training wheels and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, like I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. I'm fully being myself. Like I fully embrace my big kid energy. You feel what I'm saying? And like now I don't need these training wheels anymore. Like that's what we're getting to. But like I feel like this week's energy is all about like really staying in the lane that we have created for ourselves and like know where we are. And now it's just about us fully living in that. And also making sure that like all the intentions that we have set for this new moon in Pisces that just passed, if you haven't done yours, that's totally fine. I would say like you have today, you have tomorrow to kind of like work on them. I only wrote like maybe like 6 or 7 because I wanted to keep it very light. So if you haven't gotten that done, I would suggest like getting your thoughts together, like what has kind of like come up for you over the last couple of days. What are some of the revelations you've had? I know for me, it's been a lot around standing up for like how I actually feel, instead of projecting or kind of like feeling like I'm saying one thing, but like actually not saying that. It's just like very say it with your chest energy, very like, why are you trying to like mince words energy? Like, why are you trying to placate somebody else's feelings and like you're diminishing your own type feeling? And like, I've been really relearning how to stand up in that, because that is not a strong suit of mine, or it hasn't been historically, but we're doing better moving forward. Okay. Some of the other things that have just like been on my spirit or been on my heart have been around like really manifesting and really kind of like stepping into like that psychic shit, or just like that, I don't know, like the coincidental, like, I don't even know how to, actually, I'm gonna say it on like in my realm or in my terms, is kind of like the downloads. The candles and like the energy that I may be putting into the candles, like you're seeing that stuff like happening in real time. Yesterday I was talking about shit, being like, oh, I'm international, bitch, da-da-da-da-da. And then a girlfriend of mine texts me and tells me that one of her girlfriends had seen me on her Instagram account, and was basically saying that they had seen my content because of something else that like I did, like one of the Oprah article that came out. And I was just like, not me talking my shit, and then all of a sudden it's being like, no girl, like you are being watched. So it's like the universe is listening, the spirits is listening, the ancestors is listening, God is listening. Like, are you speaking and are you opening up and really saying what it is that is the most important for you to like bring into this physical realm right now as we go throughout the rest of this year? You feel what I'm saying? Like it is time for you to recognize that you got the juice, mamacita, you got the juice, papasote, and all is telling you, oh, okay, so we don't want to shuffle? Sorry, I did not pray. Heavenly Father, Earth Mother, who love us unconditionally, thank you so much for the blessing of today, and thank you so much for allowing us to be here to receive whatever messages are important for us and the collective at this time. What is it that we need to know to get throughout the rest of this week, all the way through the spring equinox? What is the information that's going to help us settle ourselves, and how do we gain success, gain clarity, and gain focus throughout our walk this week? Okay, so I don't know why, but it feels like we are finding the light this week. How are you maintaining to stay in the light? And this doesn't mean being positive. This doesn't mean, you know, being like it's giving very like, okay, like how can you kind of like have the light bulb going off and just allow yourself to like let certain things add up to make sense for like the next direction that you're going. Like you don't have to go, I'll put it to you like this. It's a message around like you not having to force things that are already divinely written for you. Like if it's yours, it will be yours, but it's your job to take ownership and take the opportunity that steps into your realm, steps into your world where you know that that is it. Like when your gut is going off, when your spirit's like, oh bitch, like this is the move that I should motherfucking make. Like that's the move that you should be fucking making. And like you are going to notice when it is time to move. You're going to notice when the light goes off. It's like I see like the Krispy Kreme light, you know what I'm saying? You know, when it's hot and ready. So it's like, you know, when it's hot and ready. Sometimes you drive by and the light is not on, but sometimes you drive by and it was the right day at the right time and it's like bing, bing, bing. So I want you to just keep in mind that sometimes when you drive by, sometimes when you roll through a situation, it may not be the proper time for it to happen. And that's not a sign that it's not for you. It may be a sign to just like show how intently you are waiting and how intently you are desiring this thing. And if you really want it, you'll continue putting energy into it. You'll continue showing up. You'll continue just like keeping your eyes open, keeping your energy open, keeping your spirit open. Keep talking about it. Keep affirming it. Keep living in it. And that's what's going to make it happen for you. Okay, so we'll start with this first one. Thank you for this. Is this all? No. So we have the Three of Pots. So I'm actually using the Totem Deck, Tongues of the Mother. Shout out to Akamara Tarot. We have both the Three of, I believe it's the Three of Pots in this deck and the Five of Pots. Because I'm still actually getting to know this deck. Yes, it is. So Three of Pots is going to be the traditional Three of Cups. And then the Five of Pots is going to be the traditional Five of Cups also. Okay, so both of these are reminders for us to make sure that we are sharing emotionally, like, and connecting to the people that have kept us like uplifted, like sharing our wins with people. I know that I've come from a background of sometimes like holding some of the things that I'm working on, like for my friends, because of like that old modicum of like, oh, like I'm a jinx it, you feel what I'm saying? Or like, oh, like they're not going to understand like what I'm working on, or like they're not going to support me. And like, this is not what we're doing anymore. Like we are like investing our time in our community and in the people around us, because we know that those are our tribe. Like those are people that are going to keep us uplifted. Those are people that are going to keep us focused. And in this very moment in time, it's important for us to remember, that we all help each other, stack upon each other. And sometimes, because I get this as kind of like a sense of, you may have to kind of like rely on these two people to support you in this very moment in time. So how can you keep the waters open, keep your heart open? Remember, we are still in the middle of this like Pisces energy, this Piscean season, even though we are really close to stepping into Aries season. But it's important for us to remember that all of the emotions that we feel and all of kind of like those vibrations of the heart that allow us to feel connected to ourselves and not kind of like withdraw. So I take the Five of Pots here to be the representation of kind of like, are you looking at things like open? Are you looking at things empty? Like, are you looking at things very pessimistic? Are you looking at things very optimistic, right? And it's just like, you have to keep in mind that like sometimes the visual or sometimes the vantage point that you may have from something is going to be a very different vantage point from what somebody else has. So it's all about like remembering that like your perspective may be limited. And that's the reason why we have friends. Come on, Truthbird. So I feel like this is a time for us to remember that like when we are getting caught in our head, when we are getting caught in our own emotions, when we are getting kind of like stressed out about things that we have going on in our minds, it's important for us to kind of like rely on people or lean on others in this moment that are going to assist us in getting out of like that low place. Okay, so how can you kind of like lean on your community, lean on your tribe, lean on your friends, really lean on just like yourself, and you've built a really wonderful community of folks around you. You've really met some amazing people over the last year. How can you let some of those people know how much they've kind of like supported you and been there for you? Like I spent my whole day yesterday doing some candles for like some of my really closest like friends, like some tribe and stuff like that. Just because it was like, I don't know, I felt like this nudge of just like, y'all have been protection for me, and I want to show you guys some protection, show you guys some love. So keep that in mind as you go throughout the rest of this week. So let's get into each of these meanings. First, we are going to talk about the Three of Pots. Three of Pots, ruled by Cancer. This card is both an omen of festivity and cause for it. It recounts incredible joy later on for you, not of the passing kind, but rather a secure delight that will last and be imparted to everyone around you. Normally connected with the finishing of an important task, or considerably more probable, a birth. This card speaks of joyous friendship. It also says avoid gossip in your circle to maintain no gossip sprays about you. So it's talking about keeping them lips closed. Like if you're not talking shit, nobody gonna talk shit about you. You know what goes around comes around. You respect me, I'm gonna respect you. And that's on what? Period, poo. This also is kind of like a message around joy. Like fulfilling, sustaining joy. Like this isn't a moment for us to like think like, oh, I'm happy now, but like, is it gonna go away? Like, no, it's going to be here for a lifetime. It also talks about a birth. It doesn't have to be a physical birth. This could be the birth of something new. It could be a birth of a new project. It could be the birth of like something that you are like working on. I just submitted something really, really important to me, an application that's really, really important to me. Keeping my fingers crossed for it. And I'm sending all the positive energy to it. And I'm talking about it because it's just like, no, like this is my life. And this is what's important to me. And I'm sending the positive vibes out there, which means that they will be returned to me in some way. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what happens. And this is also a reminder of being socially connected to people around you that help you feel uplifted. Keywords: celebration, social life, joy, infidelity, and ostracize. So please don't ostracize yourself this week. If you can find time to spend time with your friends, spend time in community. I just hung out with my best friend last night. It's fucking amazing. I missed him because we haven't seen each other like consistently in the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks because we've both been busy. So it was just like really fulfilling for the soul. And I still have like, I'm still riding the high of getting all these damn articles. Like I'm so blessed and I'm just ready to celebrate and really like turn up my friends, really ready to turn up on Sunday. And listen, I'm getting ready to be doing a couple things. So I'm just like, listen, it's a time of celebration, bitches. Okay? It's a celebration, bitches. Next, we have the Five of Pots. Five of Pots is ruled by Scorpio. It says this card is an omen. It's bound to your feelings and carries with it a notice of misfortune and dissatisfaction. Anticipate difficulty in your life. Very likely sadness will follow. While this might be disappointing, it could be a task or objective you cared about, especially inwardly. In specific positions, it may likewise allude to the past events that keep on causing sorrow. The only resolution at this stage is to choose to remain hopeful. Beware of ungratefulness and realize all is not lost. You still have 2 full cups, even if 3 have spilled forth. Keywords here: ungrateful, loss, letdown, healing, and optimism. So this is a reminder. It says difficulty may come. But how do you focus on difficulty? Do you look at it and allow it to like derail your whole day? Or do you look at it as an opportunity for growth? And it's just knowing that this, something may have spilled out, something may not have gone the way that you anticipated, but is that where you are letting your focus be like moving forward? Like this is your chance, this is your opportunity to focus on the positive, focus on the optimistic, focus on like what is there. I kind of like get this as a sense of maybe some of us are dealing with like some friend breakups or maybe just like some separations that we have dealt with, or maybe just like realizing that like we're headed one direction, some other people are headed another direction, but there are still people that are headed in the direction that you're going that are going to be able to like support you and sustain you. So it's like keeping in mind, you know, what was lost will be found once again, and it may have taken on a different form. It's just about how you perceive it, and also just like not having to perceive it all on your own or all alone every single time. And just being grateful. Sometimes gratitude practices really help us. Sometimes allowing ourselves to like be in this space of just like reminding like every single day what it is that we do, or every single day what it is that we have that keeps us moving or keeps us just like grounded and full of gratitude, even when things don't happen the way that we, you know, want. Like I wanted a package today. I had ordered something from the Conjure Cleaner. Shout out to James over there at the Conjure Cleaner. I've been waiting for it for like a week. And I live in Bed-Stuy, so sometimes shit goes missing if it doesn't come straight into your house. And I go to sleep, did not have a text, wake up, it's like 8:45, your package is delivered. I go downstairs, it's 9:05, my package is not there. And I'm like, where is my package? Now I know that it could potentially come tomorrow. Could have been somebody in the neighborhood that stole it, but I'm like, if y'all took all them spiritual products, listen, that means you really need them blessings in your life, and I will be able to get these replaced. And it's like, that was a little bit of a disappointment because that's what I plan on using my day today, but it's just like a refocus, and that energy is being sent somewhere else. So it's like sometimes those little things and those little perspectives or those little shifts, like even talking it out with like my friends and being like, can you pray that my package comes? Because I really wanted that damn thing, can really be helpful and helps to kind of like alleviate and relieve some of that energy that may have kind of like been overwhelming. So those are the 2 cards that I want to kind of like leave us on today. I want you guys to think about how you are sharing yourself. Also my Cancers, my Scorpios out there, because Scorpio placement right here. Allow yourself to shed, you know what I'm saying? Because I think of Scorpio and Cancer, like we love to sting as Scorpios. Cancers like to be in their shell, and this is a time for us not to be on the defensive. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, it's really for us to just like share ourselves. This is our season. So if you have any of those placements, I want you just to like focus on shining this week in whatever way that means, and also like being able to receive perspectives from other people. I send you all good tidings. I send you all good energy. I hope that this finds you in good spirits. And like, I know that this for me is kind of like a reminder, like I'm actually getting ready to hang out with somebody that I've not seen in years, like from a very different time in my life. And it's just like, wow, like we're both so different now. And I'm looking forward to just like being able to reconnect in that way. And also just like, I don't know, there's just like this sense of newness, even though this week has started off a little like slow, little discombobulated today. New York's a little overcast and everything. Like, you know, daylight savings time, all that shit is happening. I feel like we're in the middle of like a portal, but I feel like I feel like we are growing into this space of just like, we are here. We know what's up. We know what we want. We're Gucci. We're good to go. And things about to pop off. It's just about how you focus on it, okay? But stay encouraged. Stay uplifted. I love you so much. I'm thinking of you. Thank you for your support. And that's all I got for you on today. Kisses and hugs. Hallelujah. Holla back.